What's up, everybody? Brothers, sisters, psychonauts, and seekers of truth. It is Ananka, and welcome to my bazaar. Today, I am going to be reading An Exorcism from the Library of Ashurbanipal, 7th century BCE. This version comes from the Penguin Book of Exorcisms. With all that being said, let our story begin. Ashurbanipal ruled Assyria from approximately 668 BCE to around 630 BCE. In the 1850s, 30,000 cuneiform tablets and fragments were excavated from the site of his royal library in Nineveh. In addition to legal and historical texts, many of the tablets describe medical and magical practices, including exorcism. In the ancient Near East, exorcism was frequently used to treat the symptoms of disease, blurring the line between religious ritual and medicine. Demons were imagined as residing in the desert, and exorcism frequently involved ritually removing the spirit and returning it to the desert. The exorcism below, written on two sides of a tablet, describes a man suffering from paralysis, pain, and loss of appetite. The first part of the exorcism describes the imagined cause of the symptoms, an evil spirit who prowls the desert. The exorcism invokes the god Marduk. In the Babylonian creation myth, the Enuma Elish, Marduk defeats the dragon Tiamat and her army of monsters. The exorcism also invokes Ea, a deity frequently associated with Marduk, whose domain includes civilization and water. Eridu, mentioned in the text, is a location in southern Mesopotamia that is sometimes described as the home of Ea. The ritual itself involves sprinkling the patient with an herbal concoction. The ingredients of this medicine are unclear, although the translator suggests that Salelu may be an Indian herb akin to ginger. Next, an image of the patient is constructed in dough, possibly a substance like cornmeal. The water is drained off the patient, or perhaps the dough image, taking the sickness with it and into a cup. The cup is then emptied in broad places, essentially returning the evil spirit to its natural habitat. The final lines refer to the month in which the spirit began causing problems. This is a common feature of ancient Near Eastern exorcisms, as spirits were thought to operate within predictable patterns of time. Obverse, plate XXXI, incantation. The evil spirit hath lain in wait in the desert, unto the side of the man hath drawn nigh. The evil genius is forever rampant, and none can resist him. The evil ghost goeth furtively into the desert, and causeth slaughter among men. The evil devil prowleth in the city. It hath no rest from slaughtering men. They smite the hero. They lay low the maiden. The little ones like a leek they tear in pieces. They tear out the heart. Like a demon they envelop. They draw near. Where he sitteth they turn him back like a shut gate. Unto his house they drive him. Is estranged, he falleth into the marsh. He cannot lift his limbs nor turn his side. He hath no desire to eat food, nor drink water. His members are dissolved, and his body is filled with pain. Marduk hath seen him. What I, go, my son Marduk. Fill a pot with water, and Binu the Mostakal plant, Sahusu, a stalk of Salelu, cypress, and white cedar put therein, and perform the incantation of Eridu, and make perfect the water of the incantation, and make perfect thy pure exorcism. Sprinkle the man with the water, and set Li food at his head, and make the atonement for the wanderer, the son of his God, and reverse plate XXXII. Fashion a figure of him in dough. Put water upon the man, and pour forth the water of the incantation. Bring forth a censer and a torch. As the water trickleth away from his body, so may the pestilence in his body trickle away. Return these waters into a cup, and pour them forth in the broad places, that the evil influence which hath brought low his strength may be carried away into the broad places, that the spittle which hath been spat may be poured forth like the water, that the magic which mingleth with the spat forth spittle may be turned back. By the magic of the word of Ea, the chanting lips which have uttered the ban, may their bond be loosened, that this man may be pure, be clean. Into the kindly hands of his God may he be commended. Incantation. Evil spirit, evil demon, evil ghost, evil devil, that bring evil in the beginning of an incomplete month.